What is going on, Casually FC? Welcome to the Casually Chelsea show. Chelsea are interested in talking to Enzo Fernandez, possibly a deal to be coming very shortly. Felix on loan, also possibility, and Badiashile already. Here we go. We'll see. Welcome to the show, guys. Make sure you're smashing all the buttons. I am Marshalldbdx, and I'm accompanied here by the Winter Soldier, Soldier Surfer. You get it. You understand it. And Ahmed, as usual. And let's just get right into this, guys. Let's talk about the transfer priorities that are rumored to be happening in January. Let me go ahead and share this tweet with you guys and get to discussing this. So, Absolute Chelsea here reporting from Simon Johnson that Chelsea owners are determined to carry on spending in January to try and make them more competitive in all three competitions. They're still in. They want to secure top four finish and to play Champions League next season. A center back and striker are of priority. And this is coming once again from Simon Johnson Sport. This is a weird one. I think this is something that I think most of us or all of us here in the panel kind of don't necessarily agree with. We feel that the midfield is probably the most important part, but that's not to say that we should neglect the center back position. We have Thiago Silva that's aging, and then I would say we've been having a lot of injuries as well. So now all those signings that we were complaining about in the summer, all the center backs that we were getting this summer, it seems that it was not for naught. And then the striker problem, or the attacking problem, which we've always had, which we don't really have necessarily good attackers. Despite yesterday's game, we'll see what happens in the long run. But our attacking deficiencies have been going on for quite some time now. So I would say all these things need attention. But the midfield, as Surfer has pointed out, we haven't gotten a new midfielder since Kovacic, and that's not good. So I don't know, guys. What do you think about this tweet from Simon Johnson? Pish posh, or you think there's some validity to it?
I mean, with the news that's been happening recently, probably say there is some truth to it, to be honest. So
all the links have been just attackers and center backs, yeah.
Yeah, and well, there was a midfielder yesterday and today, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see what the club can do. What can they get done? How fast can they get this done? And that's pretty much it. And what can't they get done, actually?
Does it bother you that we've only been really linked with mostly attackers and center backs? It wasn't until maybe this week where finally we started talking about midfielders.
Yeah,
the only thing is bothering me is Andrew's haircut.
Andrew. Listen, Andrew flew here. It's all the win.
I did.
Yeah, where's the broom? Where's the broom? You witch.
What are you saying, Ahmed?
I was just gonna say, I just think again, maybe some with the midfield, maybe they're trying to keep some of the other options they may have close to their chest. Might be doing deals behind the scenes. We obviously seen that with the previous two transfers of with the mold striker and then Andre Santos. So you never know.
Yeah, I think one of the first people that was actually talking about just midfielders in general and us getting that was probably Alex. As far as I can recall, Alex, you're probably one of the biggest advocates for getting us midfielders. How do you feel about?
Yep. Since Fabrizio, what's his name? Since the fraud joined the club, I've been saying we need a midfielder.
Fraud, the Potter?
No, the other one, the one before Lampard. The smoker son. Yep.
Sorry.
When Sarri came in and he brought his son.
Oh my God. Listen, man, Jorginho had a good game yesterday. But we'll see. I think the Conte situation.
I don't have a problem with him having a good games for other clubs too.
Wait, for other clubs? You mean
let him play.
he had a good game
Let
for
him-
Chelsea yesterday? Oh, I see what you're saying now. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't disagree that we have to move away from Jorginho eventually, but I think Conte is like the number one priority. This guy is going to be injured until February now. That's a long time, man. That's a long time to be injured. And it's the same injury that he had over the summer. So it's one of those things that we
Let's
have to
get
move
rid
him
of
on.
James. He's been
Definitely.
injured for so long.
Hey.
James hasn't been out for the whole season, though.
If that's the reason why we get rid of players, we should get rid of Chilwell. We should get rid of James.
I mean, that's the thing, though. James hasn't been out for as long as Conte's been out, and it hasn't been like a reoccurring injury. It's always the hamstrings with N'Golo Conte.
And he finally get himself surgery. James had the same problem. James never had the 2 seasons that James was at Chelsea, he didn't have a full season either. So
Okay, but would you say that Conte's game has also been diminishing slowly over time? He hasn't been the same Conte that we saw in the Champions
look,
League.
I will be really pissed if Conte is gone and Frojilino is staying. I'm just gonna say it right there. That's it.
They're legging for me.
Don't have problem get rid of Conte. Don't have
Yeah.
problem get rid of Conte.
They're both going, so they're just realising
They're both gonna go.
They're not both got to go. They're both going. Whether they got to go or not, they're both going.
Mhm.
They're going to re-sign They're not going to re-sign 2 aging players in their 30s to long contracts, and one's injury prone, and one isn't. So, listen, they go. It's about restoring that midfield. I said even when they were here, we needed 3 to 4 midfielders over the next 2 windows anyway. But look, we need to. That's with them here. That's what I wanted. Now they're going. That's definitely got to happen. The spending in January. It has to happen now. And even if Enzo Fernandez does sign,
He's not
a
coming.
right back is now a priority. A starting right back is now a priority. Not none of this backup shit. A starting,
We
a
do
start-
need another
a starting
right back.
right back is a priority, no matter what.
Yeah.
A priority in this. It's the number one priority in this window. Even if he doesn't arrive first, it's the number one priority, and it's the number one priority in this window. If you like this Celtic right back and he's only apparently 8 million, then do this and do that deal by tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? If he's only, he didn't apparently.
Well, he didn't play today.
He didn't play today.
He was
So-
on the bench.
I'm sorry if the reports are true, you're taking and he's only 8 million, then you can wrap this up. I'll be fair. You can wrap this up before the next league game. Do you know what I mean? You could do it before Nottingham Forest. He could play against Nottingham Forest. Do you know what I mean? It's
I
like
don't
that.
think so.
No, I'm just saying the thing is like he could.
Yeah, I
Wrap
see what
do it up. Get it done. Oh no, we couldn't. No, it's not January, is it? Yes, sorry. But get it done so January 1st he's announced as one of the deals. Just do it. There's no.
Why do you? Sorry, Alex. Why do you think you're not gonna get Enzo Fernandez? I'm actually just curious. Sorry.
Oh, there's a thing called how much they want for him.
They,
Slight
you know,
amount of
they know
just
what
a
they want
slight
from him.
amount of 100 mil.
Yeah, but the
Over
club knows that as
100
well. The club knows
What?
that as well. The club knows that as well, though. They're willing to pay higher than 120 million if they can do the staggered payment plan. So
They're
it's really
willing
up-
to pay?
Yeah, they've already said that.
Yeah, who?
What, the club? They don't want to pay 120 million straight up because of the FFP issue. Because the worry the club has here is that if they pay 120 million euros straight away, one payment, that's going to affect what they can do going forward.
Yeah.
But they don't want to do that. So what they're trying to do is what they've been doing with other deals similarly, where they pay in installments essentially. So it's up to, obviously.
There's you should start this conversation. There's never happened when a player got bought by another club for that amount of money with just one installment. There's never been in history.
Yeah, no, but so that's what I'm saying. Well, the release clause is not even January, is it? It's the summer as well. That release clause
it's just there.
is just there anytime, yeah.
That's why That's why. That's why we've been.
First of all, when
quoted.
Chelsea when you saying that Chelsea confirmed it, like what do you mean Chelsea confirmed it?
At least from what I'm saying is that, at least from what I've seen from sources, they're willing to pay 120 million. But
Exactly.
even-
Those sources that lend us with that Enzo Fernandez are the same sources as my kids telling me. There's no proof to that.
It's just the Portugal ones, isn't it? So I don't know. Maybe
It's not.
maybe they're wrong.
It's not
a
reliable sources.
What I will say this is that you can trigger a release clause. That's fine.
Mhm.
Or what they're trying to do is pay over the release clause, which would indicate that the payment structure is different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like with Nkuku,
Mhm.
we're paying more for Nkuku above his so-called release clause next summer. The payment structure is different. That's why we're paying more. That's why, the release. The thing about which I, obviously I'm not, I'm reading into and I'm taking with a large pinch of salt, is that Chelsea. This report earlier today was Chelsea would look to pay over it is because they don't want to play the release clause in full. That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Mhm.
because of the
I
financial.
think that's.
Yeah.
I don't think this. I only think the reason why we link with Chelsea and why the whole thing is actually even possible in January is because Chelsea knows that in the summertime we don't have no chance.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's why we're going to pay. If we do pay for Enzo Fernandez, it will be over his so-called release clause, but it
Which I
won't
don't
be
believe
all,
there
it
are.
won't be all up front. It'll be
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that'll be staggered like 2 or 3
Yeah,
payments.
look, if we overpay, it definitely not gonna be happening with one installment. That's number one.
Yes, exactly.
Number two, I think the only chances we can get him is the winter transfer
now.
window. It's
now.
because they are not actually. They know that we don't have a chance against them in the summer. And number three, they can tell me about the release clause. I don't believe it. The only
Yeah,
release clause I believe it's La Liga's release clause.
And
The rest of
also-
them it's imaginary. Like the club.
Also, like some limitless didn't know about FFP. Yes, that's why they're not.
They
Gonna,
do-
That's why they're going over the so-called.
If you watch,
release. That's why
yes,
they're going to.
if you watch the Fabrizio video, they literally just says we are not trying to pay the 120.
Even your wife, I don't agree with you.
No, but what he's going to say, yeah, that's why we're going to pay over the so-called release clause is because we're not going to pay 120 million.
Even
euros.
your wife, I don't agree with you, Ahmed.
Yeah.
You
I
got
was
Ferrodi.
explaining I literally explained what Winter said.
But
it's
at
just,
least Andrew's Wi-Fi understands Andrew.
Oh, whatever, man.
But you can say he's not
My
coming.
God, that guy has a huge ass forehead.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You can say he's not coming, that's fine, but just click some. How many sources? There's been so many sources. There's been so many reports about it from different people. We are interested in Enzo Fernandez. He's a good player. Why wouldn't we be interested? We're the only club who can do a deal in the winter transfer window. So don't say it's like, he's not coming. He's definitely not coming. Don't be surprised if he does come. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised.
I will be surprised if he's coming. Because that means no to Rice. And all this cry thing is gone. Oh, Rice is not coming.
But my
The reunion.
I hope so. I hope Rice doesn't come. It's kind of partially why I'm hoping to get Enzo Fernandez. The other thing too is that, I mean, the price, it is what it is. It's one of those things that who else are you going to get in the market? Like, what else is there out there? Caicedo is going around for the same price. I mean, you can go for Ruben Neves, but there's been no links whatsoever. I know Andrew likes to bring that up.
Oh yeah,
Alvarez, you're probably paying around what, 60 to 80?
No,
Not
about
as good of a
40.
player.
About
40? Okay. I don't know if we rate him nearly as much as an Enzo. So
No.
for this caliber of player,
Lavia, Caicedo.
Lavia's going to be a summer deal, I believe. That's going to be a summer
Yeah.
deal.
Caicedo would be somewhere around the same price too, I think.
Well,
I
Caicedo
don't think so.
is.
No.
Caicedo's. I think that is like Caicedo's linked, but I don't think he's moving in the January transfer window. I think
Yeah.
he's.
I mean,
And
if
it's a
you
solid
want
deal
it,
for
like
me,
if we're really into it, we could put the bid and stuff like that. It's always
Yeah.
look, those clubs are always selling clubs.
Let me just say this right now. There's no way if the Enzo Fernandez deal is done, I believe he'll be the only midfield player coming in January.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course,
I
it
can
is.
see that.
Yeah,
I
because
think
they're still going to hang on. They've still got people there. They've still got Kovacic, and Jorginho will still. Jorginho won't move in January. I don't care what anyone's saying. He won't
Yeah,
go
I
in
don't think
January.
he's going Newcastle either.
No, exactly. He won't go Newcastle unless they come up with some stupid bid that you have to accept. where you
I
go,
don't
yeah,
even know
that's-
why they need him in the first
No,
place.
exactly. But that's what I mean. Unless some stupid bid comes in, then he won't move. But then I believe Fernandez will be the only one in January from midfield. and then-
That comment from Ben Jacobs is like such a cringy comment. Like, go back, Marshall. I'll show you. Told Chelsea, giving serious consideration to the Felix loan, he ticks all the boxes. Not the scoring ones, because he ain't been scoring in years. That motherfucker haven't been scoring in longest time. All the boxes,
Well,
but the one that need the most important one, the scoring, the goal
Yeah,
boxes.
I don't disagree with Alex on that one, but we'll come back to Felix. I wanted to show you guys this other. This is from One Football. This is on Instagram. Chelsea apparently offered 130 million to sign 130 million euros to sign Enzo Fernandez. Are looking to complete the deal in January transfer window, as per record. I don't know what the fuck blue record. I don't know what the hell that is. So there's really not been like a reliable source that I can tell, but this rumor is getting hot and it heated up really quick. It went from just talking to him to now like we put in a bid. So, I mean, I don't know what. Yeah, go ahead.
Finish what you said. Sorry.
No, all I was gonna say is just like I said. I mean, I don't think we're gonna, especially with the player market now. I just don't think we're gonna be finding many DMs for much cheaper. I mean, you saw the
No,
price for.
It's not. This deal isn't about
Mhm.
DM. This is about getting this done now because in the summer there's more competition. Yeah.
PSG, Manchester United,
This is exactly the same as the Nkunku deal.
Mm.
This is getting it
exactly the
done
same
now.
as Kai Havertz.
Yeah, it's same as getting it done now,
Opportunity.
so that we don't have to waste our time in the summer potentially battling and losing out in the summer, and then we can focus on different areas. It's about getting it done now. Whether he comes in January, signed in January or for the summer, it's about completing it now, so we don't have to waste our time in the summer, possibly losing out to Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? So,
Which we would.
yeah,
To be honest.
we would.
I mean, look at us now. We don't know. I mean, we did read that previous tweet, and apparently the club is aspiring to get top four. But how likely that is this season? Well, it's going to depend on Potter and who we sign in January. But I'm not holding my breath. That being said, now, and we discussed this, now would be the time to take the opportunity. We are in Champions League right now, and we trap them for lack of a better term. We trap them into a contract now so that we have them for next summer. Go ahead, Chris.
This Benfica team makes a lot of profit. You see, Felix they sold for over 100 million. They sold
Cancelo.
Nunes for like 100 million, and now they're selling this guy for like over 100 million. They could even be like the biggest scam artist like club like in Euros because they a lot of their players seems to be like flopping.
They
That's
sold
why I'm
Felix to what's the name? To AC Milan, Atletico. For
Atletico,
Yeah. But
they
yeah,
sell
the
what's
price
that
is
one?
crazy, but I like what Andrew just said. Yeah, I totally agree. Like like not battling other clubs, and we're just getting move ahead. And I don't care how much we spend normally, but yeah, it is a bit of alarming price. But honestly, it don't bother me like all that.
Don't like
the
my
price.
comments.
The
Yeah.
price.
Close the door.
Listen, you don't have to. Enzo Fernandez isn't a scouting.
no, he's not. He would be an immediate fix.
He's like he's just had a great World Cup. He's been great for Benfica
Yep.
at the start of the season. The price is too high. Listen, you only notice I keep saying this. People only talk about players' wages and price if they don't perform.
Mm.
You know? If he doesn't perform, then you can talk about the price. If he comes in and does a job, no one's going to be saying anything about the price. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sorry, it's just the way it is now. It is not a buyer's market. It is a seller's market. And now people
True.
are realizing with this ridiculous of the transfer window, if you want their good players, you are going to be made to pay the full price. Okay?
Especially in January.
Especially in January, Frank. Yeah, especially in January. Yeah. And you're absolutely right. So the price is too high. Listen, I keep saying this. People go, "Oh, Todd B's not buying it." Todd Bowley is a rich man, but the real power behind this whole thing is Egg Barley and Clear Lake.
Yeah.
This is a hedge
The
fund
Smith.
who handles billions of dollars, billions of pounds per year. Okay, this is the real money behind Chelsea. Yeah, it's just what it
His
is.
name is not Bali. His name is Mr. Smith.
Whatever, Mr. Smith, Mr. Jones,
I don't know
whatever,
who.
man. But listen. That's why we're able to spend so much money so far, because of that. But
I don't know that.
Toby's no doubt put some money in, loads of money in as well. Yeah, but these guys, listen, these guys are rich and stay rich. I keep saying billionaires are billionaires because they're smart. Yeah, yeah. This is well, they're smart
You are.
enough. They're smart. But this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing. What do you want them to do? Because otherwise, you'd be complaining about why are we linked to this Mönchengladbach midfielder? No one's heard of Kone or whatever his name is, or something like that.
Andre
people,
Santos.
We're not buying stars or people who's going to the first team. What do you want? So they're going after him now. Or the price is too
Sometimes
high.
we're working to please like guys like vitamins because that Mexican guy he rates.
Oh, Alvarez, yeah.
Rabiot.
Yeah, but this is you know what? I bet they weren't going to even go for Fernandez, but then this opportunity pops up. You know what I mean? No one else.
Yeah.
No one's got the money. No one else has got the
That's
money.
how we got Kai Havertz. Nobody else
Exactly.
had the money after COVID.
That's why we got Nkunku. That's why we got Nkunku. No one's got the money to do the deal now.
You also need to realize.
Advantage.
You need to realize that United hasn't been brought yet. You know, Liverpool
United
hasn't been brought
couldn't afford Gakpo. Just went for 37 million. They can't afford Joao Felix on loan because they can't.
Yeah,
afford
because
to pay
they
the
got the
wages.
guy who chasing his own tail when he plays.
Right, but the thing is though, they can't. Man United can't afford to pay anything because I think the owners don't want to pay any more money for anything. They want to sell the club. They want to sell the club.
They're trying to sell it in the first quarter of 2023, apparently. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
I hate.
Benfica sold Diaz, yeah, but remember Benfica also sold us Ramirez, Luis, and Matic.
Matic, yeah.
No, they've sold.
yeah.
Like I'm talking about players like over 100k. Yeah, like even Diaz.
Look, I
think
will
100%.
always respect more Portuguese league than any other league that comes through your Premier League. So
Yeah.
I think
For
the
me,
French
the
league
two-
way.
I think the only two leagues are actually better: French league and Portuguese league.
Listen, whether you rate the teams or not, they get the players
Yeah.
through. They get the players through. So you know what I mean. And
The only reason why that price will make sense for me if we sign him 6+1 deal, just like we signed the rest
and
of
it
the
also
youngsters.
works-
I heard it was a 7-year deal.
Well,
Yeah,
of
that's-
course it's gonna
With
be. If
Enzo.
we're paying that much money, it
Yeah,
better
it's
be a
mad.
7-year-old
Yeah.
deal.
plus, like
Fucking,
you
yeah, it's a
say, man,
crazy
it won't be. We're gonna play over whatever the court clause is, but it's not gonna be a 1 month.
We're not buying Chris's dog.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too
Yeah.
expensive. You can
He's
afford it.
priceless. Yeah. he's
I have my own and better
Nice.
looking.
priceless.
My dog's maturity, man. You ain't got the maturity of him. He's
Listen.
13 years old.
Alex,
wow.
Yeah,
Alice's
mine
dog
is-
has teeth.
my-
Okay.
My dog is young and fluffy. Your dog looks like
Hey, my
he's-
dog's got great hair still. It's just his mouth is a
Okay.
bit not so great.
Wait,
No
no,
need for
wait,
that.
wait,
No
no, let's
need for
continue.
Yeah,
Why are we talking about dogs' mouths? Okay, let's
Well, we
back
can
to
talk
the
about
subject.
Kai. He's not here. We can talk about Kai behind his back.
Let's not do that. But this is the thing, though. Like, and when I see it here in the comment, Limitless. You can't want. I'm not saying you specifically, but there's a bunch of Chelsea fans out there. You can't want an immediate solution for the midfield and then expect it to come from the scouting and the undiscovered talents. Like, you know, with the scouting, you can only get so many that work. You know, they're gonna scout
You
talents.
can't have a full
Not-
team of potentials.
Yeah,
Yes,
no, you can't.
can't,
That's
man.
the thing. And you're gonna have to pay a pretty hefty price if you want a player that you know is gonna fix your problem. So like maybe an Enzo, maybe a Caicedo.
Every whatever facet of Chelsea fan you want fits everything that every Chelsea fan, that most of the Chelsea fans want.
He's
He's an established player. He's an established player, but he's only 21.
Mm.
So it
from
fits,
what
it
I
fits
saw,
both.
he's physical enough. He has a great
Yeah.
touch. He has a
Yeah.
good pass range, and that's it.
South American players usually do very well in the Premier League because of the physical side. They like the physical side of the game. Yeah, they don't. If you've had the pleasure of watching a Boca's Junior match, you know they kick the shit out of each other during those games. Yeah,
For fun.
Yeah.
the tackles there are illegal. They're illegal, right? They are assaults. Yeah, and they are Sunday League football. This guy will come in and hopefully do a job. It's not the finishing part. It's a great added part. It still more needs to happen. Right? Cuckoo, great, still needs more. We still need more. Enzo Fernandez comes in, still need more.
I didn't know
Badiashile
right back
comes
as well.
in, still need more.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, oh, you're going to spend another £250 million? Yes, because the squad needs it.
I
Did
want
you see our
300.
bench? Did you see our bench yesterday? That was embarrassing. Our bench was embarrassing yesterday.
Zakaria for Gallagher.
we
I
had
think
some-
Aubameyang
we
was the only
had
respectable
some
one.
kid called
Wait, but
Bashir
what
in
does
the
this have to do with anything, though? That's the thing. The thing is, like, we're not expecting top four, so get these players now while we won't be able to when
Let's
it's
make Chris
summertime.
jealous.
bench. Oh,
I'm
The
not
thing
jealous.
is, like, if we don't get top four in
like
the
your dog,
summer, there's absolutely no way you're gonna tell me that we're gonna.
He is a nice dog, though. I like little
Oh,
dogs.
that's a cute ass dog. That
I
is a
got
very
it for
cute
my
dog.
kids, and he
Yeah.
just became mine.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how it goes. But yeah, like it's like in the summer when we don't have top four, if we don't make top four, these players aren't going to want to come to the club. These players want to play at the top, echelon of football. They want to play in Champions League. So there's more reason to get them now than wait. I don't know what the point of bringing that up is.
For basically, yeah, we're tricking them for next season, man. I think we're
Yeah,
gonna
pretty
get top four.
much. But this is the other thing I wanted to bring up too. Like, if we get an Enzo, I don't know how willing to splash the cash Egbali and Boli are. I could be wrong about this, but I just don't see us then going for a Bellingham anymore or going for Vardiol and all these other players who we're linked with. I just don't see it happening anymore.
Let me tell you right now, right?
Hmm.
Next summer, next summer the main target. This is all depending on what he does at Milan. Is Leao next summer,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
What I think will happen is that if we sign Leao, that's the big deal, right? And then they'll spot it underneath with all these little deals that don't cost as much or don't seem to cost as much.
Yeah.
Maybe I know Lavia throw in maybe either 30 to 40 million, something like that. But then other things like a goalkeeper apparently linked to the Croatian one today. Maybe another couple of midfielders or something like that. But it'll be high. The main headline would be Leao, and about 3 or 4 other things underneath or something like that. Like this Kone from Mönchengladbach or something like that.
He would be
That'd
quite
be a
cheap
deal
to
that
get,
comes in.
actually. Yeah, he would be very cheap to get, yeah.
Well, for me in the summer, it's more about outgoings than ingoings.
Yeah.
Just like the summer before.
I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, on the topic of players that we're going to be obtaining, let's go ahead and discuss this gentleman right here. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Oh, I fucked it up. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and get this on the screen. I don't want to butcher this guy's name. Badiashile? Is that how you say it?
Jesus Christ.
Badiashile.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is earlier in the week, and this news has been moving really fast. People, I'm trying to keep up as much as possible, but it's been moving mad lately. Chelsea aim to sign left center back. Current priority is Benoit Badiashile. In talks with Monaco for 21-year-old. Vardio personal terms agreed last window, but price is too high. Ndika, Incapia, among other January transfer options. And then we move on to the next tweet right here. Graham Potter, no comment on it. This is a Reece James injury, but yeah, Graham Potter doesn't comment on Badiashile. which kind of gives me the hunch that this is actually getting a lot closer than it is. And then Badiashile would join Chelsea's first team immediately. Here we go soon, coming from Fabrizio Romano. So, and then we also have here the Enzo Fernandez agent, Europe soon, interested clubs and all that stuff. What do we think about this player? Because I'll be honest with you, I haven't had time to look into him. I looked a little bit. He looks like a decent player. At a decent price, I believe, too. I think I read it before, somewhere around 30 million euros. Doesn't seem all too bad.
One thing I can definitely say, he's been keeping Sarr from the start 11 at that team. So, he's definitely better than Sarr. We can say that for sure. So,
No, we can't. I can tell you for sure Sarr is better defender than him.
Really?
First of all, we're not playing for the same team.
Is it not? I think they were both playing.
Not all the black people look alike, Ahmed.
Yo,
He
listen,
plays-
what
What do I go back to, man?
He
Is that
plays.
both at Monaco?
Sarr plays for Lille.
No,
No.
he plays for Monaco.
He plays for the
Sarr-
team. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh no, Alex Stevens.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sarr
That's why I was
plays
saying-
for Lille. This
No, but
guy
there's
plays for Monaco.
Who's
No,
right? Who's
Milan
wrong?
Sarr plays for Monaco.
Yes.
Yeah, Milan Sarr plays Monaco. Yeah.
I watched the game today with him. And Sarr was
Listen,
playing.
Listen, Alex, all black people don't look alike. You need-
Oh,
listen.
I wish we could rewind time for last minute.
Can I make a request? Can you
No.
Can you put your dog on because it'll make more sense than you?
Oh my.
Oh my days.
Oh, for
and
fuck's
just
sake, he is just different.
It's one of those moments, You just wish you can rewind
Listen.
time.
Malang Sarr plays today for Monaco. I know, I watched him, but I thought it was Lille.
Did Monaco play against Lille? Was that it? Did they play against
Yes.
Lille?
Yeah, we played today.
Yeah.
No, we played not against each other.
Oh,
We
right.
played today, and one of them was on the bench.
Is a very, I'm finding
Yeah,
out
but-
Sarr,
but
I'm finding
yeah.
out that's, and we should know is Sarr is a very popular name. It's like
Yeah.
a very popular surname.
yeah. We'll give we'll give Alex the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Ah,
Listen, it happens.
I'll take
it
a L
happens.
on that, Ahmed.
That's right, man. No problem.
But I mean, does that say much that this gentleman benches Sarr? Because I mean, I don't know.
I don't
like,
think he benches him, man. He actually played today.
Yeah, I
Sarr
think
was
he- I think
Sarr played today.
I think he only played.
this guy didn't.
This guy, I think the deal's going to be wrapped up.
it sounds like it's very close to being wrapped up.
Yeah.
It's just here we go away.
Probably like we're not going to do anything to risk anything. We're going to make 40 million euros on him.
Yeah.
We're not going to play him and then risk it and then it goes like that because we might not be back. That's all. I don't know. I can't give you any. I don't watch Monaco, so I don't know.
I haven't even had time to watch a compilation of this gentleman.
I don't
I watched the
So-
compilation.
Listen, can I just
Compilation
say
even
this?
made me worse. Think of him even worse.
I know, but I told you don't
That's
watch.
terrible.
Don't watch comps because I've seen Memphis Depay comps that make him look like
Of course.
One of the best players in the world, and he's crap. So you know what I mean? It's like I've seen Dembele.
No,
You
but
watch
that's
his rap,
ha-
his
but
rapping
has
comps,
to,
bro.
But that has to something to do with like, look, I don't think he's a good player, but try to watch the camps made me even worse think of him.
Yeah, exactly.
Camps
yeah.
usually makes it look better, but
Yeah,
even
yeah.
camps make him look even worse than that.
Yeah, but there was
Plus that
saw
forehead
I-
head, man. That forehead, man.
but I s-
We
well,
have
that's good.
standards in this
means he's
club,
gonna get
man.
more of the
It's
ball.
like signing
Big
that guy
forehead.
from the what's his name from Bayern Munich. What's it?
Can I
Sule.
just say,
That guy
Sul?
just ugly, man.
If we sign,
yeah.
if we sign
Oh no,
defenders,
man, we have
if we
made
sign
some look at his
defenders,
nose.
if we sign defenders, the bigger the forehead, the better. That means the ball's
Yeah.
gonna hit it. It's gonna go out. That's what I want. The bigger forehead, the better.
Well, Ahmed can join Chelsea then with.
Oh wow. My hair is like this because it's just normal. Once I put
Hey,
my
don't defend yourself, Ahmed.
I know. What's the name? What's the name of the thing when you grow hair from the back, try to pull it forward?
it's literally just a ponytail.
The man
I've got a
bun.
ponytail, Yeah, I've got a man bun. That's fine.
Oh, hold on a second. Google, Marshall. Google criminal guy with no neck.
What? What?
You will see, man. There's a guy with no neck, man. I swear.
Oh,
man.
yeah, I think I may have seen that, yeah, randomly on
Oh
Twitter,
my
man.
word.
Yeah, it looks ridiculous. If it's the same one, I've seen it randomly fly.
What the fuck am I gonna?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
This is
He's got a big
horrible.
neck.
I've seen this guy before.
It's on every meme, man. This is who he reminds me.
That's
This is-
crazy.
This is
fam.
the worst.
Look
man.
at the neck, man.
Listen, I don't know much about this guy. If anyone wants to pull up his stats or something, that'd be great. That'd be
I
great.
know, man. I just don't know.
Like I don't know either.
What, is it
I
centre back?
mean, he's a center back. How old is he? I don't even know how old he is
He's
at all.
20. No,
21. Oh, he's young.
Oh.
Wow.
6'4".
not bad.
Yeah, we ain't buying no 29 years olds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we ain't buy. Yeah, we ain't.
Yeah.
We ain't buying it.
Yeah, what do you got for a 38-year-old?
I'm maximum limit is 25. That's what it is. It's 25. We don't buy anyone over 25.
6'4", 165 pounds. Holy shit. What?
That's quite light for a tall guy.
Yeah, that's really light for a tall person. Dude, I'm heavier than him. I'm 5'8". Fuck's sake. That's crazy. This guy's like lanky or something. I don't even know. I have to do more research on him, but
Yeah, look at those tinky legs, man. Like tinky ting ting. You know the Teen 10 man from Australia? The one that Teen man? Teen. What's the name? Special Olympic drive
I
without
have
the
no
legs.
idea.
That was South African dude.
South
That was,
African, yeah.
yeah,
mean
Teen man.
Yeah, Pistoria. Yeah, I don't know what his name is.
Mhm.
Pistorius.
The
Yeah.
one that's the ones in a prison right now, tinking it.
Oh
So
my
this-
God.
Like this looks more like a scouting signing than anything. Because like he hasn't even played that many matches. 11 matches this season. How many matches have they had so far?
Maybe it's just
Oh yeah.
a cheap
Decent amount.
signing. We're gonna like try do something with it.
I mean,
We've
it's
done that
definitely a
plenty
cheap
times.
signing.
It just smells like money laundering. We have SAR over there.
Yeah.
We're buying the
Oh,
plebs.
God.
Just smells like God.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Who saw?
SAR. What?
Oh, we saw-
No, he's talking about Joao Felix. I think he's talking
Oh,
about Joao
okay.
Felix. Which,
wasn't-
I mean, why not? Let's just talk about Joao Felix now because that looks like it's looking more and more
Kai
possible as
Havertz,
well.
Mason Mount, Joao Felix.
There's
up
no
top.
better links than yesterday.
No.
There's no better links for him than for what's the name? 400 million guy from
He
what's
won't
$100
his
cost us
million.
100 million though. He
the
won't cost us.
midfielder?
Jude Bellingham.
No, the other one,
You mean
the
Enzo?
Argentinian.
Enzo.
Oh, Enzo.
Fernandez.
Enzo.
There's
Gotcha.
this guy, no better links than Enzo. Wait,
Well,
all
the-
fake brown envelopes.
Brown envelopes, yes.
Let me go ahead and read Ben Jacobs' tweet here real quick. Challenge for all Joao Felix suitors is he's being offered on a straight loan with no option to buy, which sounds just fine to me. That means an outlay of £8 million fee and a 5.3 million net salary. Felix offered to AFC, CFC, Man United, Newcastle, and Villa, but a give is needed by Atleti to make a loan more appealing. An option to buy is the most obvious clause, but suitors may try for an obligation at a lower number. Atleti maintained there's still no cut price deal. They won 83 million plus pounds. Right? Yeah, pounds. Interesting to see if clubs feel buying better value than straight loan or can sweeten the deal. George Mendes is taking a pretty similar approach to Ronaldo by pitching to several clubs. Premier League is thought to be the most likely destination. He's also being mentioned in Juventus, Milan, and PSG. And lots of appreciation for his talent. Almost every club is hesitant, hoping Atleti soften their stance, which could happen if things are gone. I heard that. Arsenal, as previously reported, remain focused on that. Yada yada. Okay, fuck that. All right. Anyways, told Chelsea will give serious consideration to a Felix loan. He ticks a lot of boxes and could also prove a quick fix. Okay, but without an option to buy, CFC still have their doubts about moving. A lot now will depend on Atleti. Less concrete offers they get, the more they may give. So, I think Atletico
I don't understand
Madrid are
how you
pretty
can
ob-
tick all the boxes and then say in the same sentence, well, but but
Without
it's
the
still
buy
not good
option.
enough. First of all, 8.5 million loan fee, and 5.5 salary. That's like 13 million
Yeah.
pounds for 6 months. They can
Not worth
suck it.
Well, Alex said, yeah, man. Like, no option to buy.
13 million pounds for 6 months.
I know. He's not even that good to be like that.
We can get 3 of those forehead guys for this price.
Yeah, like, I agree with that. Like, it's
Just try to get him. Listen, I think for me, the wages thing. If we can get them to get half the wages, or like even like 70% of the wages, and you do 30%
Why?
plus the loan
No, I don't want him at all.
I
We
don't
got
mind.
Kai Havertz, same shit.
I agree.
It's not. Well, we can play differently to Kai, so it's not just.
How?
No, we will end up with 2 Kai Havertz in this team.
He's literally plays in the central where
Can you
Kai
imagine
plays
No,
2 Kai
no.
and
Havertz?
gets very little goals.
No,
like
no.
Kai.
Andrew, can you imagine 2 Kai Havertz in one team?
The silky Joao Felix.
Just listen to this. Felix, Kai Havertz, and Mount front 3.
Brilliant.
Jeez.
No.
Jesus,
I've
take the wheel.
already complained about the
Minerals.
the
That's
but
minerals right there.
he can play on the wing, innit? So maybe they might try to do something there.
He can play left all the way in La Liga. That's how left he can
But
play.
this is the other side of the January transfer window. Yeah, it's the other side. What I'm saying is, whether you rate him or not, I have my
Try to
doubts.
pip him out.
I have my doubts about him, but that could be because of the way Atletico Madrid play and something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. We don't really see the best of the player. But
Sure.
this is the other side where you get these deals that, to me, there's no upside. I don't like loan deals where there's an obligation to buy. I know we sometimes do it with ours, and that's why sometimes we don't get players out the door because we put like they have to buy them. If you're going on loan for him, there has to be an option to buy at least. Or what's the point? What's the point in loaning this guy for 6 months only to like say he's not for sale, something like that? That's the only way
touch it, but that's it.
The only way I would do that's the only way I would do this type of deal, in terms of there has to be an option to buy. I understand what Alex is saying. He hasn't lit it up. He had an okay World Cup. I saw him play better than I have done for the past few years for Atletico Madrid. I still think we all judge him on how Atletico Madrid play, and they just don't play good football.
I don't think he ever hit the heights of Benfica when he left.
No, I listen. I think he moved very early, and he moved to the wrong club to nurture his talent. He should have moved to another club. But when someone offers 105 million, you're not going to turn it down. Right? You're not going to turn it down.
High wages.
Yeah, we thought high wages. That's going to be a fact. That's what I'm saying. You can say high wages, but
Injury prone.
imagine a scenario that comes in. Imagine a scenario that comes in and he bangs in like, let's say 15 goals. Let's say 15 goals between now and the end of the season. No one's going to care about the wages, are they? Do you know what I mean? It's like that.
Yeah,
no
true.
One cares.
I'm gonna wish we can buy him.
Well, that's what I mean. There has to be an option. If there's no option, what's the point in loaning
You make
a
me
player?
say things, Chris. You
Yeah.
just make me
Yeah.
say things.
That's good. That's good.
That's what I mean. Well, Chris probably doesn't even know what player we're talking about. As
I
well.
know.
I do, man.
So, you know,
Falcao, right?
Oh, cow.
But,
Yeah, man.
no option to buy is stupid. It's right. There's no point. You might as well just burn your money.
we can. Everybody can tell him, hold that, Atletico.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, he stays there then. There's no option. Listen, Arsenal will. He'll probably go to Arsenal. They'll do that deal.
They actually need him.
They will. They'll do that deal. No option.
That makes more sense for
Man
us.
United can't afford him because of the wages. You know, they just got Ronaldo off their books. Or sorry, they're unwilling to pay him because the club's being sold. Liverpool aren't going to buy another big time player this January.
They keep buying all the forwards when they need the midfield.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's
yeah,
like
exactly.
Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly. We talked to Don and Sam. Me and him were over the World Cup going jealous about all these midfields because we don't know what a midfield looks like. So we were crying like, why did we have that? Even the Morocco
They all play
midfield-
good for countries.
but even
Come to
the
Chelsea, they
Morocco-
get injured.
But even the Morocco midfield, we take all them three in our midfield at this moment in time. But it's like no option. But this is the problem. It's the other side. Is how desperate do you become? Do you know what I mean? And do we? I just don't know. It just doesn't smell right. The deal. There's no option to buy.
I just don't. I don't. This is not the market for us to go to. We don't need him. We
Yeah.
need midfielders and right backs. That's what we need in January. In January transfer window, you usually go for the players that you need, or when it's actually like a value of the player, you have to take that advantage in January because you're not gonna have a chance in summer. That's when you buy stuff in January.
But we've already laid out our main attack, like for Nkuku in the summer. So we've already laid that out. So even signing him on loan an option, I don't think we'd buy him anyway, because we've done it for Nkuku, and I still maintain our main summer target is Leao, no matter what.
Yeah, I agree with
So
that.
I don't think Leao is coming at all because.
Well, I understand, but I still think he is our main target as of now for the summer, and that's the type of money, 86 million or above, that Milan are looking for. So
on a 1 year left on the contract, the guy 80
well,
mil.
we got 120 for Hazard, didn't we?
Yep.
I'm not saying
On the last
level.
year.
Yeah,
Yep.
in the last year, it was last year's contract.
Yeah.
Actually, it's like 140 something million, Andrew, because of the Champions League and
Oh, the
stuff.
add-ons.
League-
The add-ons.
the league.
Last year.
But this the transfer market is just crazy anyway. You know, you get crazy prices no matter what. I just don't.
There will
I
be
don't know- do
nothing
you know what it is?
more than I'm getting pissed off if he signed all these players, but not the midfielder
Yeah, exactly.
or right
Yeah,
or
I
right
agree.
backs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need a right back this window. It looks like we may be getting a midfielder, but we definitely need those in the summer as well. So, you know.
I can't think
feel-
of many right backs.
So, I mean, I brought this up just simply because we were talking about the Felix, and yesterday we're talking about, what was it, yesterday or Sunday? I don't remember. We're talking about Joao Felix and his injury proneness, and I feel like I was gaslit because, like, I'm looking at this right now.
Oh my
Again,
God.
man.
Look at this. From 2021 and 2022, he was out for 6 weeks at one point between April 18th to July, which, okay, that's end of the season, but he was out for three games, not 6 weeks, I'm sorry. 3 games in the beginning of the season. And then I'm told that he's not injury prone. Then we look at here, 6 games again, sprained ankle from October to November. This guy's injury prone. I don't know why people don't see that. January,
Well, sprained ankle
season.
you can't help. That can happen in the game.
yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that
You
you're
don't
out for
get
6
sprained.
games.
Yeah, I know, but you don't get sprained
And this
ankles like
is
commonly.
both the same season, by the way, ladies and gents. 1920 season. That's he missed 13 games in the 1920 season. So, like, I'm not having this that he's not injury prone. He is an injury prone player as well.
He's not like Dembele's injury prone though.
No, and I admitted yesterday that I was being hyperbolic when I said that. But yeah, I just don't like the idea of Felix. I just don't look if we can't get Kai Havertz to work for Chelsea, even if we play this guy on the left wing, we still have a Pulisic to get rid of. We still have a Sterling.
Whoa,
It's
you're
just-
feeling it out, yeah?
No. Well, I'm not saying necessarily like there's no way that we're gonna get Joao Felix on a loan with no option to buy, which I don't mind the no option to buy part. It would be nice to maybe eventually get him if he does work out for Chelsea. But I see where you guys are coming from with that option to buy. It would be more convenient in that sense. But we still have Pulisic in the books. If Felix comes into this club, you get rid of Pulisic. There's no way he's staying at that point. You can't have 3 left wingers, and on top of that, we don't know what's gonna happen with Ziyech. We don't even have right wingers at that point. We have Sterling that could play the right wing.
He can play right and left. Yeah, I'd rather just keep Pulisic over what's his name, Felix.
Felix?
Yeah, because
I can't disagree with that.
one, Pulisic actually doesn't get injured no more, and 2, like the numbers for like goals and assists is whatever you like care about that, like for helping Chelsea get goals and assists, is probably Pulisic is actually still better. So, and he can still take on a man.
Yeah, but when I said earlier today on the Lewis stream, I was laughed at.
Really,
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
I don't know, man. I think Pulisic is just a.
I don't think Pulisic is answer, but that
No,
doesn't
yeah.
mean that because of Pulisic is not an
I'm
answer.
just comparing the two
Felix
players.
is not an answer.
No.
Like Felix ain't exactly an amazing player. Yeah, in the World Cup he looked alright, but yeah, like Andrew said, like the system he's playing he just does not look like at all like anything really at Atletico Madrid. So
Why I'm in the middle of Felix is I don't know how good he can be because let's face it, man, Atletico Madrid aren't they're not built for attacking players, so to speak. It's like maybe they're maybe the Spanish version of us at the moment. You know what I mean? It's like, they're not built for attacking, and I just don't know. It's like I say, if there's no option, there's no point of outlaying nearly 20 million quid on a loan deal.
Yeah, it's an expensive loan too. That's the other thing too.
It's very expensive, so maybe use those resources for other permanent transfers, or say to the summer or something like that.
And if I'm
Get me a right.
Yeah, I take
for sure.
Fullback, get me a fullback, and get me a midfielder.
Yeah, use 8 million to buy the right back. You know what I mean?
Has there been any progress with that Croatian right back we were scouting
No,
during
it's just
the?
links. He didn't start tonight, but that doesn't mean anything. He's probably just come back.
Yeah.
In the World Cup. So there's
Hopefully.
there's nothing. There's nothing. It's just links. He was on the list apparently when they went to watch him and Badiashile against Brazil. So, and now this link to the Croatian goalkeeper, or this report to Croatian goalkeeper's come out as well. So.
I don't think we're getting him.
I mean, those are. I feel like I'm going to use the saying that Andrew always uses. I feel like it's a little bit of lazy journalism. All the linking of the Croatian.
The only problem is that it's only come out. It's not as if there's been stories about him before. It's only just come out today. So, and let's face it, his profile has been boosted by the World Cup.
Oh yeah, of course.
So, with the penalty saves and everything like that. So
yeah.
I'm pretty shocked that no other reports have actually come out from any club linked to him, really. So,
I actually think there is a big what's the name link to the Eastern European teams, because there's a wave from those countries with the players. So
no, but I was saying I was surprised.
What happens with those countries? There's never like reports until the deal is done.
Yeah.
They don't chat shit. Usually it's go quicks when you buy a player from those countries.
Yeah, but also I was very surprised that given what the Croatian goalkeeper did in the World Cup, there's not more reports linking into other clubs in Europe already. Because we see it in the World Cup. He's a very good penalty saver. Very good penalty saver. And he did
really
quite
good
well
with his feet.
Yes. That's the with the feet as well. So he looks, and you know what? Looking at him and who we were linked to before the World Cup, the Porto goalkeeper.
Yeah, when we played him, I noticed him when we played him. Hey Chris, do you see how real dogs bark?
Yeah, it's very manly there. I need to get my dog to bark.
See how Diogo Costa played for Portugal and this guy played for Croatia. I like the Croatia goalkeeper better.
Yeah, for real.
Diogo Costa did not have a good World Cup.
No.
So.
And to be fair, he's inexperienced, but still, it's in the World Cup. It's in like the highest level of football, at least for the.
Taddy, thanks for your thing, but what goalkeeper would you suggest that's out there? Because let me tell you something. There's not a lot of big name goalkeepers out there.
Only one I'd look at is Oblak.
He's on the downturn. He's on the downturn.
He's like 27, 28.
No,
I think.
he's not. He's 29.
Is he 29 now?
Yeah, but the problem is, it's not his age. It's his form. He has been crap the last 18 months. He has gone downhill.
I've been wanting Oblak for years, man.
You're getting Oblak when he's on the downturn. Atletico Madrid.
I wouldn't mind Emi Martinez, but we move. I think Emi Martinez.
Yeah, by
is
the way,
fine.
do you see how fat he is?
Fat?
Wait, what?
Oh no!
Did he gain? What goalkeeper?
He's talking about someone else. He's thinking about someone else.
Again?
Martinez.
PSG goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Navas.
Navas.
Navas got fat.
Got
This
fat.
guy.
I
Getting
need to
the-
see.
Man, they think about the sheep,
not.
man. Think about the sheep. Yeah.
Well,
Always
listen,
bringing up
it's
the
not only
sheep.
his penalty. It's not necessarily penalty save. I was impressed with. I was impressed with his
Mhm.
saves during the game and his overall goalkeeper as well.
He caught my eye when we played against them.
Oh yeah, he's praised for
Mhm.
Zagreb, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
And I
I
said on
get-
Lewis' stream, I said the goalkeeper is good.
Yeah.
Zagreb
he is.
goalkeeper is good.
I think we're just, as a Chelsea, fan base, we're spoiled
I'm
with
not-
Czech and,
I'm
Courtois.
not
spoiled
settling.
with Courtois,
I'm not
man.
settling for either of these goalkeepers. I don't care.
Mhm.
The long term, they're just not. They're just not. I was so pissed that when last night Thiago Silva was hobbling in the first half, right?
Yes.
And then Kepa passed it to him when he was hobbling. I was so pissed at Kepa. I was so pissed at him because he saw he was hobbling. He didn't want the ball, yeah. And you're passing to this guy, you complete bozo. Do you know what I mean? It's like that's what I don't. Kepa had a good game, but I'm just not comfortable with either of these goalkeepers. I need someone who's going to assure me this guy might come in and not do it, but the options we have now, I don't think they are not good goalkeepers. Mendy wasn't even on the bench yesterday. Yeah, which tells me that with this contract situation, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, the Mendy situation, he's done. He's done. To be honest, I think they both have to go. But
he's not getting
yeah.
Kepa. He's not getting Kepa wages. No chance.
No, and on top of that, the Kepa wages was a mistake to begin with. So, well, not a mistake. I mean, at the time,
first
we
season, I
thought
didn't look
highly
at that
about
way.
it.
First season, I
Mhm.
didn't even look at the wages because he was actually performing. And then the second
Oh
season
yeah.
here,
Look who's come crawling back. Right.
boy,
Take a pay cut, he
This guy's
says.
crawling back. Yeah. Listen.
who the hell is this guy?
This guy. Listen,
a
you
mineral
have to pay
stand.
us. You have to pay us to come back. PayPal. Yeah.
No, super chat. It's right
Super
there.
chat. No, because YouTube then take half of it, man. You want PayPal straight? Yeah, 100%.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, DM. Send Marshall something on Instagram. Don't make it look like you're one of
There
these
you go.
crypto scammers.
Marshall
You know what I
just
mean?
block you, man.
Probably go to my request bin. But
Yep.
I mean, I think we touched on everything. I think the biggest news things that are happening right now is the Badiashile, the Enzo Fernandez links, and yeah, just really those. And the Enzo Fernandez links have been moving mad. Like it's been update after update today. And now Fabrizio apparently confirming that because of FFP, we're probably not going to get him. Which if we can't get him because
it's
of
that we don't
FFP,
want to spend. We don't want to
No.
spend that amount in one lump sum. So obviously
Okay.
we're not going to get him. That's why the reports are paying over whatever that is. The release clause keeps
I
popping
don't
up.
think any reasonable club will actually think that there will be one installment on that pay.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So it'd be
Doesn't
like,
make sense.
it'd be like,
But you got to incur like a high tax apparently, like 120 million will incur a high tax according to what from what I've read in Portugal.
Yeah, it's not a startup company.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Hopefully, now that we're getting a lot closer to the transfer window, we're getting more links, more here we goes. We'll see what's going to happen with this Badiashile gentleman. I'm going to actually look into him a little more so I know more about him next time, other than his neck.
Just don't stare in his
Pause.
eyes. It will...
Pause, man.
I just want these deals done on January 1st. I don't want to
Yeah,
do this.
ideally.
I don't want to do this waiting for going to the 30th, going to the last day. I want to. I'm done, and we're just done. We move on to summer.
I just want to be a little bit different from Liverpool. All we need is a midfielder, but we can buy strikers. All we need is a midfielders, but we can buy defenders.
Yeah, I know. It's like we're only going to buy a midfielder now. I'm such a red. We're only buying midfielders now when we realise that 2 of them are leaving. You know what I mean? It's like we're
No. The funny part is when we're gonna say, well, yeah, but Tuchel never said that we need a midfielder, so why did he buy it? Well, that's a free managers now.
Yeah, like I said, 2019 is when we bought Kovacic. When we bought Kovacic.
18.
40 million. No. 18 we signed him on loan.
Loan,
19,
yeah. Oh,
19
yeah.
Is, it was one of those deals where you had to buy him.
But still, he was the last one. So he was the last one since 18, technically.
Well, let's cover a base. Say 19 was the permanent move. So because otherwise we can add Saul, can't we? You know what I mean? It's like we don't want to do
Well,
that.
that's he's just a name
Yeah,
midfielder, but that doesn't mean he's a midfielder.
I'm not going to add Zakaria unless we buy him. Do you know what I mean? It's like Kovacic was the one we outlaid money for in 19 as the last midfielder, and that's embarrassing. I can also say I'm embarrassed that we have to rely on a right back to be our best player at this club. I'm embarrassed that as a fan base, this is what we've been reduced to.
Another thing like a Liverpool.
Yeah,
Exactly,
that's what I'm saying. And no,
Trent Alexander.
I said this to those Liverpool fans, right? You copied us from last summer. You bought a bad forward, yeah, and an unknown midfielder. Because remember they bought that Melo from Inter Milan who doesn't play. So you copied us. And you have the same issues. It's mad.
But when you tell him that the money is the problem, no, money was never a problem. He wasn't performing for Liverpool in the last couple of years. Yeah. How about now?
The only difference between us and them, a little bit, is that their goalkeeper is world class, or else they would not be in the position they're in.
It's been incredible this season, actually.
Well, and defense.
No. Even saying that, the defense is not that. Because I've been on Liverpool fans where they've been having a go at Van Dijk, saying that he's been just been.
Well, they do have better forwards though. Even with the bomb, they still have better finishers.
Salah. It's fucking.
I've seen some incredible saves from Alisson this season.
No, I mean, I see what you're saying.
Well, we just need that. When do we
Kai is in the chat. Let's talk shit about him.
Kepa's been doing some incredible saves for us.
Oh, dude.
He had one and he only saved one time.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa game, man. The triple save.
I don't remember the one before that.
Kai's a pussy hole, and he's actually 35 years old. That's what he is.
I know that.
Yeah.
Who's 35?
35. He's already 35. Yeah, that's what he is. Man.
Kai is the guy who has a vagina on his lips.
Oh my god. What
This
the hell
guy.
is going on?
don't know.
Your camera off, you coward.
What is going on?
I don't know why Chris keeps calling this guy. Those bad words.
All right, boys. I think we're ready to wrap it up here. But anyways, ladies and gents, we'll be back here again Sunday, right? Sunday's the game. I went over this yesterday.
You tell us.
Saturday,
Say
you know?
that high pitch, like you're nuts on the bike.
Sunday.
They play
Sunday,
4:30,
right?
Marshall. 4:30.
Yeah.
So 5:30 p.m. Sunday will be on.
Listen, guys.
No, not
I
5:30.
have vocal range. Okay.
7 o'clock.
This mic.
Everybody has those range when your nuts are in the vise.
Yo,
Listen, hopefully by Sundays I'll have my nutsack back. Go.
Sunday or
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Play
Sunday.
4:30.
So
Are
Sunday.
we playing this Sunday?
Yeah.
Next Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, today's
Yes.
28. Oh my
New
God,
Year's
it's
Day, yeah.
Christmas Eve.
New Year's Day.
Christmas Eve.
Alex,
Whoa.
Alex is in the past right now.
Alex is full. This is what everything happens. When it goes to after December 23rd, no one knows what fucking day it is, right? It runs into.
It is a thing in Russia. The winter holidays are usually for a month, and they go drunk for a month and just get sober up on January 14th.
Fair enough. All right, ladies and gents, we're gonna wrap it up. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, check out the links in the description. Come back on Sunday, hour after the game, to see our review of the game. Until then, we'll see about the Here We Goes and all that stuff that's gonna happen. We'll do the probably the Chelsea show on Monday. But guys, you stay casual. Peace out.